Let's get into the gossip of Tom Sandoval's emotional outburst with a simple message: I miss her. We will discover the story behind Tom's heartbreak, his unexpected confessions about his ex, and the strange reasons he's still living with her. This is one video that's all about the drama. Tom Sandoval recently spilled the beans about his ongoing, somewhat uncomfortable living situation with his ex, Ariana. He shared this during a recent episode of his podcast, where he also opened up about his connection with Rachel. Notably, this situation is complicated because of his prior affair with Raquel. Sandoval admitted that his birthday wishes to Rachel were not part of a calculated scheme. He emphasized that he truly misses her. He described himself as someone who prefers living in the moment, cherishing memorable experiences and deep connections, rather than plotting schemes. It's worth noting that despite his public displays of affection, Sandoval didn't receive a warm response from Rachel. In fact, he claimed to have been blocked after expressing his longing for her and his hopes for her peace of mind. Some folks believe Rachel's reluctance to embrace responsibility played a part in her reaction. During an interview on Bethany Frankel's podcast, she seemed to deflect blame rather than owning up to her actions. For instance, she talked about prioritizing her mental health over reality TV, but also mentioned wanting equal pay with Tom and Ariana and funding her dreams through the show. Sandoval hopes fans will view him more positively and less calculated. He's become somewhat guarded since the scandal and wishes he could turn back time and avoid the affair altogether. As for his living situation with Ariana, he mentioned that rising interest rates are a contributing factor. They bought a $2 million home in 2019, and interest rates have increased from under 4% to about 7.88%. Although they'll profit when they eventually sell the house, they'll have to split the earnings for their new residence. In the meantime, Sandoval and Ariana are making the best of it by residing on opposite sides of the house. They're actively working on their next steps and initially believed they had it all figured out. Sandoval expressed that it's not a major issue, since there's plenty of space in their house for them to stay apart. While filming Vanderpump Rules, their travel was limited. However, leading up to that, they both had hectic travel schedules, and it's the same way after the filming. Sandoval's perspective is that they've managed to adapt to this arrangement. Many wonder why Ariana is still living with Sandoval if the situation is so challenging and emotionally taxing. It's important to note that she has her reasons, and as long as her current boyfriend doesn't have an issue with it, it's not a cause for concern. Recently, Tom Sandoval has been making waves on the show Special Forces, and there's a recent clip that caught our attention. In this Monday's episode, Tom poured his heart out while tearing up. He revealed a challenging past 3 months marked by his romantic affair. He confessed to having a month-long relationship with a co-star while still in a relationship with his longtime girlfriend. He described it as a perfect storm, causing a frenzy even for his publicist, who had never seen anything like it. The drama led to a surge in Team Ariana merchandise sales, generating $200,000 in just 2 weeks. Sandoval also talked about the difficulties of old friends turning on him, especially those he's known for over a decade, including some of his co-stars. It's been an exhausting experience for him. However, when he shared these confessions with former Special Forces officers Billy Billingham and Jason Fox, they didn't seem too sympathetic. They suggested that playing the victim doesn't help and that he should take ownership of his actions. Sandoval mentioned that he was willing to take a beating and acknowledged that the entire country was upset with him. Some may wonder whether Sandoval's emotions are genuine or if he's simply putting on a show, blurring the line between his real feelings and acting. Tom Sandoval is also expressing his surprise at the immense public attention his affair with co-star Rachel Raquel Leviss garnered. The Vanderpump Rules star didn't anticipate the far-reaching impact of this cheating scandal, which marked the end of his 9-year relationship with Ariana Madix back in March. In a sneak peek of the October 16th episode of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, the 41-year-old acknowledged the juicy nature of the scandal, saying, "It was a pretty juicy effing scandal." He emphasized that if anyone had opened Instagram during that time, they would have seen him and Ariana together frequently. Following the scandal, Sandoval received numerous critical messages from people, some of which were filled with intense hatred and hostility. When speed skater Erin Jackson asked him why it became such a big deal, Sandoval admitted that he remains puzzled by the entire situation. He said, "I honestly don't know. I'm just a reality star. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed." In a confessional, the frontman of Tom Sandoval and the most extras reflected on how the backlash negatively affected his reputation. Sandoval reflected on the impact of the scandal on his reputation, noting how things have changed. He used to meet people who recognized him from Vanderpump Rules, and they thought he was pretty cool. But now, he feels that the perception has shifted, and people view him as a narcissist with creepy vibes. He acknowledges that he's not trying to avoid the consequences, and even believes he deserves some form of punishment for his actions. These comments from Sandoval come after Ariana Madix's recent appearance on Dancing with the Stars, which marked a new direction for her. While she's gracefully dancing away the drama in the ballroom, Sandoval is pushing himself mentally and physically on special forces. Only recently, Ariana Madix has shared how therapy played a crucial role in helping her cope with the pain caused by Tom Sandoval's affair with Rachel Leviss. In March, the news broke that her boyfriend of 9 years, Sandoval 40, had been involved in a months-long affair with Leviss 28, which left Ariana heartbroken. However, Ariana didn't let the situation break her. She has since risen above the challenges and is currently competing on the latest season of Dancing with the Stars. In fact, she dedicated one of her recent performances to her late father. Speaking about her journey, she mentioned that therapy was instrumental in her recovery. The work she had been doing in therapy just before the affair emerged set her up for a much stronger position. In her words, "It could have been so much worse." Reflecting on the fallout from Sandoval and Leviss's affair, Ariana revealed that the experience made her realize her resilience. She recognized that even when faced with a worst-case scenario, she was able to endure and emerge stronger. Raquel Leviss also made her first public appearance at a Hollywood event following her candid interview on Bethany Frankel's podcast in August. The 29-year-old Leviss attended a recent star-studded gathering hosted by Bethany Frankel at the Hotel Bel Air. She could be seen beaming in a photo shared by the Real Housewives of New York City alum on a Wednesday. Leviss looked stylish in a white blazer and shorts combo, and she was surrounded by notable figures like Jenny Garth and Tiffany Thiessen from Beverly Hills 90210, as well as reality stars Nene Leakes, Larsa Pippen, Cheryl Burke, Amanda Smith, and more. Bethany Frankel captioned the post, "A dinner just because. Thanks for a beautiful night, ladies. I'm still cleaning up all the spilled tea." While Bethany was excited to have so many accomplished women at the event, fans didn't hold back in expressing their disappointment in seeing Leviss included. Some criticized the platform given to Leviss, expressing that although she was a victim of Tom Sandoval, her involvement in the situation with Ariana Madix should not be overlooked. Others questioned whether those supporting Leviss would be as understanding and forgiving if they were in a similar situation. One commenter emotionally stated that Leviss seemed out of place among the other accomplished women at the event. Leviss had become acquainted with the Skinny Girl creator over the summer when she spoke out about her affair with Tom Sandoval, who was dating their co-star and Leviss's close friend Ariana Madix at the time on iHeartRadio's Just Be with Bethany Frankel. Leviss and Sandoval's romantic involvement reportedly began in the previous summer, with claims that she had spent the night at Tom and Ariana's home when Ariana was away. Their co-star Kennedy supported this information by sending a direct message to Demois in March 2023, asserting that the affair had started 7 months earlier, which would place it in July 2022. What's your take on Tom and Ariana's living arrangement amidst rising interest rates? Do you think it's a practical solution, or is it causing unnecessary tension in their post-breakup situation? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for all the Hollywood tea and drama. If there's juice to be had, you can count on Miss Juice to bring it to you.